What's going on YouTube? In this video, we'll be talking about how you can grind your camos for Modern Warfare 3 zombies the best way possible in Season 1 because there's a huge zombie update in Season 1 that makes this even easier and better to do. So if you guys haven't grinded those Modern Warfare 3 zombie camos, now is the time to do so. Let's get into it. Before we get into it, if you do enjoy these type of videos, we hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on so you guys don't miss out on future videos, and give the video a like. It does help out the algorithm and video out to more people, so I do really appreciate it. Now, as you guys can see right here, we completed 4 Serpentinite camo grinds in one game. We did this solo, no help. So if you have like 1 or 2 people or even a squad to go in with you, to basically they have the guns that you don't have done yet, and then once you finish a gun, they just drop another gun and it will go back, boom, 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 boom. And you have to find guns on the ground or on the wall buys or out of a mystery box. You don't have to rely on RNG. It's definitely going to help out, especially as you get further into the grind and you can't just get any wall gun that you possibly can. So we got 4 done. We got the Lockwood, the Core, the SVA, and the Striker. The Lockwood and the Core is what I started with. The SVA and the Striker I just found on the wall as I was going through the map. Now, the first place that you can visit to find these type of things is going to be infested strongholds. Normally, infested strongholds will have at least 1 mimic, and if you go to a level 2 infested stronghold, it should have 2. The tip to go into these is don't shoot any of the cores or the spores or whatever you want to call them. Don't shoot them. It will not spawn a lot of zombies. Find the box that has the mimic, kill it, and then get out. That's basically the best method for that. And they're very easy to kill, as you guys see right there with the pistol. It is pack-a-punch 1, but you don't even need probably pack-a-punch for this part. But I just have it to where it's a lot easier to kill them when it is pack-a-punch. And then you could try to find a second one, but normally in level 2 you will not. So just get in. All right, on to the next. Now this next one is going to be the escort mission. So grab the tank, get on the tank, and just head out. You're going to find a lot of manglers in this mission, and that's going to definitely help you out. As you're going through this, just look for the manglers and target them first. It shouldn't be that hard to kill. Not as easy as the mimics and the infested strongholds, but still very easy to kill. You'll be able to get them done very fast. So as we're working through the core, we already have 1, we already have 2. And during this, you're probably going to find 3 or 4 of the manglers spawning. So I think in this one, I think I specifically found, I think I finished with 5 at the end of this run right here. I'm not going to show you all of them, but that you guys get the point. But I think this is one of the best ways to get it. It's just sometimes the escort missions do not spawn. If they do not spawn, just pick up like a bounty, pick up any mission and then cancel the mission, or just do the mission really quick. Like when you have to drive the truck, that one's a pretty easy one to do. However, you can just get activate it and then cancel it. And when you cancel contracts, new contracts spawn. So keep that in mind. You try to do that to get new ones to spawn that you actually need. Anyways, escorts are probably one of the best ways, if not the best way, the #1 way to get special or elite kills and going for that Serpentinite camos, because once you finish all the Serpentinite, you do get the final camo. Now the next one is going to be the bounty. Go ahead and grab the bounty, and look at this. I found an infested stronghold right next to the bounty. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go in that infested stronghold and see if there's a mimic. Sometimes there's not, because someone may have already done the same thing I did. They just don't destroy anything. They just go in there for the mimics. So sometimes you're not going to find one, but there we go. We did find one and we took it out. And then we're going to go ahead and grab the bounty. Now, the bounty is only 1 special or elite, but if you're just running around the map and you're not finding anything, you might as well get a bounty on your way to an escort mission and just get a free elite or special kill. So bounties are a good way to do that. Obviously, the bounties have a little bit more health, so I would definitely recommend tier 1 bounties. Don't go, as it's just going to be easier. And obviously, we're doing all this in tier 1. We don't have to go to tier 2 at all. Where last time for season 1, tier 2 was almost a necessity to find a lot of elite or specials, and it is no longer a necessity because they spawn them in escort now. They spawn them in something else that we'll be covering at the later on this video if you guys have not figured it out. And they made this very but as you guys can see, the bounties do have a lot more health, but they're very doable to do. Mainly just get headshots and you'll be good, especially with the manglers. The mimics are actually lower in health, but the manglers probably have the most health in tier 1 when it comes to bounties. Still not impossible to do once you start getting the headshots. Now the next place that you guys can do this is going to be the exfil. Yes, they spawn manglers in the exfil now, and they don't just spawn like 1. No, they normally spawn about 2 or 3 most of the time. And the best part about this is the exfils actually respawn within like 30 or 45 seconds again. So they're basically got a buff again. First, the exfil's got a nerf with zombies for connectivity issues. Now they got a buff, and there might not be a ton of zombies, but there's a decent amount of specials or elites. And if we're camo grinding, that's what we want, especially later on in the camo grind. We're on the third to last one. Once we do this one, we are done. And if that's something that we could just repeat over and over and over again, and we don't have to be running around the map and just stay in an exfil, that's something that you guys can do if you just want to mindlessly grind this. However, I like different missions, the different contracts, just to have a little bit more fun and not completely bored out of my mind doing this. But near the end, when I'm doing my third or fourth gun, exfil is one way that I'm going to save some time and do this. So I definitely recommend the exfil. Now, the second time you call on the exfil, they might not spawn many of the specials or elites, and sometimes they will spawn. One have like 5, the next one have like 2, and then the ones after that had 3 or 4 again. So I think it's very random. It's not going to be the same all the time, and every exfil could be a little bit different or better or worse. But this one did pretty good, as you guys saw earlier in the video, very at the very end, where I got like 3 right at the end of the exfil, which is really, really good. And normally they'll spawn like 1 or 2 right away, or once the helicopter starts coming in. That's there you guys go. That is tip number 4, I think, or spot number 4 that you guys can find. And our final spot is going to be the final exfil. Obviously, you have to wait until the very end of the game to do this, like literally the last 2 minutes of the hour in order to do this. But they're going to spawn disciples. Level 1 disciples get absolutely torched in level 1. No wonder they're normally in level 2, because they absolutely have no health. Like, they can try to steal my health, and I would just torch their health before they can even get anything done, even damage. But as you guys can see, I'm absolutely destroying all these disciples. They're trying to get me. Like, this one tried to get me. It's trying to get my health. Absolutely destroyed. So disciples and manglers will spawn in the final exfil, and you can literally probably in 2 or 3 minutes kill 20 elites or specials just in the final exfil. So it would be safe to say, save 2 guns. Like, try to get 2 guns right before the final exfil to do, and try to get them done. And maybe you don't get them done, but you'll definitely get close to having both of them done just by grinding the final exfil for the last 3 minutes of the game. As you guys can see, they just kept on spawning and spawning and spawning. If you kill a disciple, another one spawns. If you kill a mangler, another one spawns up until the very, very end of the game. Get some decoy grenades, get some monkeys to keep the other zombies off of you, and just attack all the specials and elites, and you'll get these camos done. If this video did help you out, hit that like button down below. I really, really appreciate it. Give that thumbs up and subscribe if you're new, and turn those notifications on so you guys miss out on the next video. And drop a comment down below and let me know how this helped you guys out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.